Hey Taurus, how are you doing? This is your weekly reading for October 4 through 10, 2020. And I'm so happy to have you here at Spiritual Rebirth Tarot. My name is Madelyn. And this is going to be a general reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. My dog is happy about something. Coo Bear's sitting over here on her bed quietly, or not. So this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. Please like the video, subscribe, share, especially if it resonates with you, share with others, and hit the notification button so you can get other videos every week. And Taurus, this is for you, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, also other signs in your chart. And then you may just be drawn to the title of this particular message. So today we're going to be using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and we'll be doing the path, 2-card draw, the path and the obstacle. So for this week, the path that you're walking and the obstacle that you will face. Are you excited about something? Huh? Yeah. Okay. That's all right. I'm going to pause just for a second. Thank you for your patience. Okay, let's begin. So we can put Reiki into the cards. Well, it resets the cards and helps us to receive the energy from the universe. So the path is the bear. And the obstacle is the lizard. And the underneath card of the deck is the deer. That's one of my favorite cards. It's the deer. So that's the underneath of the deck is the subconscious energies, the soul cards. Some people call it that deep, the moon unknowing, kind of coming to the knowing. So when we're looking at this deer card, the things that we may not know about this coming week are that we'll need to have some more gentleness in our life, some direction. The deer is always very alert and aware of the things that may be going on around it. And so I think that alertness, the awareness, it has a lot of yellow and green, which has to do with strength. Yellow is like strength in your self-image, all of those kind of things when you're looking at the chakras and the energy of the solar plexus, and bringing that, just strength keeps coming over and over again. I feel like what this is telling you is that you're going to need a gentle strength this week. And so let's take a look at the bear. So the bear is one of the simplest creatures in this deck. And the bear is your path for this week. Again, kind of has that, a gentle strength that you're going to need. So as you move forward this week, there's going to be a sense of happiness because there's the sun in here. There's happiness. There may be a few days that will kind of focus more for you than others. And also, the bear kind of says, it's time to wake up. It's time to start lumbering around. It's time to start eating. The time of hibernation is over. And let's go get some food. I'm also thinking of the bear spending time in the water, catching the fish, especially the bears in Kodiak, the grizzly bears, they all gather around during the fish season. And, you know, when the fish are running in the streams, and they go and they snatch them and they eat them. And so it's so beautiful because the salmon have this drive to go up there and reproduce. And while they're going to reproduce, it also gives the grizzly bear an opportunity to, you know, get all of that fat just before it goes back into hibernation. Now, we could say, because we're in the fall, we're heading toward the winter, that the bear is telling us, you know, finish eating our food and it's time to go into hibernation. But I'll be honest, there's been so much hibernation this spring and this summer with the COVID virus and the other things going on. The fires, the floods, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the snow in the middle of summer, and all the craziness that's been happening. Things may be on our heads. We might be more of an Australian kind of thing in the U.S., and Australia is more like the U.S. I don't know. Maybe everything's turned upside on its head this year, but I kind of have more the feeling that the bear is waking up. And for some reason, the first thing he gets to go do is eat some fish. And he's pretty excited about it. So this week, there'll probably be some times when you'll just sit in contemplation, maybe spend some time around the water, feeling the water running through your hair, feeling the water energies around you, and that will help to feed and nourish you. And so that is your path that you're going to be walking on. And the lizard is coming as an obstacle. So probably the obstacle is going to be, if you don't get enough happiness, you don't get enough sun, you're going to have a hard time doing that moving that you need to do. And you're going to have a hard time finding that strength. Because the lizard is very much affected by the weather. It doesn't have its own, thyroid, heating and cooling system like we have. And so here the wizard is coming in and saying, I need this sun to come inside of me and to help me move. And so during this week, really grasping onto that gentle strength, the gentle strength that is being offered to you through the deer, will kind of give you the strength that you need to move, to help find the sun that you need to help you move. So, you might say, but there's really nothing, there's really nothing in my life right now that is happy. All there is a bunch of dark clouds. And in this channel, we really are looking to help people find hope and healing, because there really was a time when I felt I had no hope left. And, it's kind of, I realized that I was walking down a tunnel and I just hadn't turned the corner. And when I turned the corner, I'd see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so it might be for you during this week, there'll come a time when you'll be like, but there isn't any sun to help me move, to help me grow. I'm just really cold and lonely by myself. And the sun is there, but it's more there when we ask it to be there. So we can be happy before we are happy. And by being happy, we become happy. And the way to be happy when you aren't happy is to think of something that makes you happy. So if you think about this week, let's say, and think of that one thing that does make you happy. My kids are excited, really excited. They're probably playing with the dog out there. Anyway, excuse their noise. So to be happy, you have to be happy. So for instance, maybe when you wake up in the morning, it's still warm under your covers before you get up. So you can say, thank you for the warmth of my covers. Or maybe your coffee is warm and feels good. Thank you for the warmth of my coffee. Find things to be thankful for. Everything you touch. Just think about it. You may not have a lot of money right now, But if you actually have clothes to put on, you can be grateful for the clothes that you have, and you don't have to go buy clothes today. You don't have money, but you don't have to go buy clothes. And so that's what I've been trying to do, try to help boost my happiness so that I will be happy in other areas. So be grateful, be thankful, be happy for the things that we have. And that will help your lizard to get warmed up and to be able to do the movement that it needs to do. So let's take a look at some tarot to help us understand these cards a little bit better. So let's ask the universe and the source of all life about the bear. Why is the bear card here? Why is the energy of the bear your path this week? So why is the energy of the bear your path this week? Okay, so we have the Craftsman, which is the Three of Pentacles. I almost never get that in this deck. And Counting Coup, the Seven of Wands. And Contentment, which is the Six of Cups. Okay, so we'll look at those in a moment. Let's ask the source of all life and the universe about the lizard. And why is the lizard here today in our reading? How is that the obstacle, the block, the obstacle that we face this week? So how is the lizard the block that we face this week? Okay, the Devil, the Hermit. Wow, two major arcana cards. So in the extended, any of the zodiac signs that come up in the reading, I will do those in the extended, kind of look at the if those people are in your life. So right now we're looking at Capricorn and Virgo. And so you're a Taurus. So that's interesting. There's two more earth signs. And the third here is the Matriarch of Shields, which again is the earth sign. So definitely want to look at the earth for the extended. And then also, the message from the higher self and some of those other timing card and some of those things. All right, so let's take a look. The deer. I'll probably look at the deer there as well. Okay, so for now we'll start with the bear. So the bear is the Craftsman, the Counting Coup, and Contentment. So this is the Native American deck, and I love this deck. So this is the same as the Pentacles. Three of Shields, Three of Pentacles. And he is working on making a totem pole. And actually it's really interesting because when I was a child, the church that I was in had Pathfinders, which is very similar to Scouts, all the different Cub Scouts and Girl Scouts. And it's girls and boys combined. And my dad was helping out one time, and they actually had to make a totem pole, and so whoever made the best totem pole won the award. And so actually our church won the award for the best totem pole, and my dad created the top, and he actually made an eagle using a chainsaw. And his brother actually did that for a living. He made beautiful things out of wood with chainsaws and finished them up. So it was really cool because my dad has this beautiful artistic skill. He's a dentist and he uses it in that way. But he had the ability to make this beautiful eagle for the top. So I mean, of course they won. That's great totem pole with this beautiful eagle at the top. So I'm just thinking, that spontaneity, that creativity. So this week on your path, as you're beginning to waken up, lumber around, find the nutrients that you need. You'll find the nutrients in your creativity. There may be a project that you'll do this week that just you wouldn't have expected, and that it just comes upon you, it happens upon you. You're like, oh, that's one of my gifts. That's one of my abilities. And you'll be really excited about that. You'll be really happy. And this person's rejoicing because they won the contest. So they won the prize. They made the best totem pole. They won the prize. And as a result, they really feel a lot of contentment and happiness. Okay, so that's the first part of the path. So things that might get in our way is the devil has this idea of being tied up, having a difficulty moving. But this devil card especially talks even more about light and dark, yin and yang, and then also the abundance of the universe. So you may not, as an obstacle, you might be tied up in your mental state in such a way that you're not really seeing the full abundance of the universe. You know, one of the things, the mantras that you can say every day to yourself is, I love money, money loves me. Money is flowing into a bank account. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, and if you feel uncomfortable with those kind of statements, you might start to look at your belief systems behind that. You know, was I taught as a child that people who have money are bad? You know, money is just another tool. It's another tool in the toolbox, and it's an exchange of energy. And so it's a great way to say thank you, to give an exchange of energy, and to kind of give to others. So I was just thinking that during this week, you may have a tendency to draw back on how abundant the universe really is. There's thousands of ants everywhere. There's thousands of leaves everywhere. The universe is full. That's what it wants to come and tell you and remind you. And so do those mantras, create those things in your heart and in your mind and in your subconscious that will come out into your life. And then the Hermit is saying there'll be some times this week when you need to be by yourself. You may do that hike by yourself. You may do the spend some time in nature. Maybe you like to take a hot bath or read a book. Find some time by yourself away from your family, your responsibilities, your friends, everyone. Find that time to meditate, to pray, to be inside yourself and to find that real sense of natural beauty. So remember the bear takes time during the week to takes time to hibernate during the year. It's completely alone. Even when it has a baby, it wouldn't even know it. It's like totally alone in its own world as it's sleeping. And that's what the Hermit, the Virgo energy is in this card is saying for us. So to help us avoid some of these obstacles this week of not finding that real happiness, the abundance and the joy in our lives, is to spend time in meditation and prayer. And the Matriarch of Shields is cool because there's a deer in the back there, so the same as we have the deer here. So that gentle strength. And I would say this woman has that gentle strength. She kind of is one of the elders of the community. So your block may be that your obstacle may be that you aren't paying enough attention to someone around you who is wanting to give you their wisdom. So look around you, see if there's someone who maybe you haven't noticed, but really wants to give you their wisdom and their understanding in this life. Okay, so what I would like to do, I'd like to finish off today with a card from the Wellness deck. So now any of the decks, if you especially like them today, they are down in my comments down below. And then also the link for the extendeds, where I'll talk about the Virgo energy, the Capricorn energy, maybe Taurus as well. It says there's definitely a strong earth energy in this reading. And then Taurus will also look at, we'll also look at, you know, your message from your higher self, and those, you know, some oracle cards and some things like that. So here is the oracle card from the wellness deck. I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. I love, this is one of my favorite cards. When you have a problem, a desire exudes from you, and source hears it and answers it immediately. Once you remove your attention from the problem, you then allow the solution. Give birth to the question and let it go, and allow the answer to flow. So Taurus, when you face some problems, you know that the sun isn't really shining as brightly as you'd like it to this week. And there's something in the way that's blocking it. Remember that all problems resolve themselves. Tell source about it, and then forget about it, and think about the happy things, the good things. Say thank you for those little things, and give birth to that question. Let it go, and let the answers flow. Raise your vibration, and spend time in meditation and prayer. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. Come on over to the extended. We'll have more of a message. Continue the message there. I think I'll bring in some oracle deck cards and some other talk about the Virgo energy and the Capricorn energy for this coming week, and also a little bit more about the gentle strength and what's that about. Okay, come on over to the extended. The link is below. And thank you so much for coming. And please subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends.